Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, it's the end of the month. Once again, that means it's time for yet another Q&A, where I basically answer 5 questions given to me by my viewers, subscribers, friends, family, so on and so forth. So with that out of the way, let's get right into the questions, shall we? Okay, question number 1. Which Star Trek character do you most identify with? I happen to identify with at least half a dozen characters on the Star Trek franchise overall, but if I had to choose at least one in this particular case, it would have to be the character known as Data from the show Star Trek The Next Generation. He's basically an android officer serving aboard the USS Enterprise that basically is trying to learn basic human behavior by trying to master certain emotions and trying to interact with his fellow officers and human beings, so on and so forth, and he always seems to come up short in terms of being that way, trying to be emotional when he can never be to begin with, and that's pretty much me my entire life. I've always been socially awkward, and that's why I relate to not only his character but also a number of other characters on Star Trek overall. So there you go on that. Data is a character I relate to big time. Okay, question number 2. Is it true that the state of Arkansas has UFO activity every now and then? Yes, we do have UFO activity out here. More often than you would think. We have, since it's been in the headlines and the news outlets more often than you would think, we've had our fair share of some strange sightings up in the sky, both in broad daylight and out at night as well. So I had my own personal UFO encounter out here at where we live not too long ago, and since there is a theory out there on the internet and social media that UFOs are attracted to nuclear hotspots such as power plants and missile sites and carrier strike groups out at sea. We have a nuclear power plant that we're not far from here in the River Valley region of Arkansas, and UFOs tend to be attracted to places like that. So yeah, the state of Arkansas does have UFO activity. So there you go on that. Okay, question number 3. What would you do if you were stuck on the space station? Well, just like anyone else who would react in that kind of situation, I'd probably go a bit stir-crazy, knowing that I'll be completely by myself with only a few rations and provisions and just the cramped, claustrophobic space that is a space station to begin with. I think I'd pretty much go insane. I'd go crazy. So yeah. I hope the astronauts who are up there right now, they don't go through that either. So hopefully we can get them down safe and sound before long, sometime next year. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay, question number 4. Can you recommend any good horror movies? Well, since Halloween is quickly coming up on us and it is spooky season for us here already, I would recommend at least two movies, if you will, that I don't think a lot of people know about to begin with, and you can look them up afterwards. There's a movie called Ravenous, starring Guy Pearce and Robert Carlyle, I believe, and it's basically about cannibals, about becoming cannibals, and all the gory details that come along with that. And also, I'd recommend people watch Stephen King's Rose Red. It was a made-for-TV miniseries that was on ABC, I think around the turn of the millennium, around 1999 or 2000, around that time if you were lucky enough to watch it on TV or VHS or DVD. And it's about a group of psychics along with the professor at a local college investigating a haunted house. And surprise, surprise, the exact same, the thing that you expect to happen is exactly what happens. So if you haven't heard of those by now, I'd seriously recommend it to anyone who's interested, especially with Halloween coming up. So there you go on that. And last but not least, question number 5. What is the weather like? Well, for this past month of September, it has been brutally hot out. And it's so hot that we actually had 2 individual swarms of wasps actually come into our house and terrorize us to no end. we were swatting them left and right, and eventually, with enough spray and fly swatters, we were able to get them all. So basically, the weather has been pretty nice and decent, but due to the amount of bugs that we've had this particular round of hot weather, it's been truly brutal. So there you go on that. The weather hasn't really changed, and we hope it cools off before long after this. So there you go on that. And that's another 5 questions out of the way. If you have any more questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask me down in the comment section below in any of my videos. And with that being said, my name is Jacob Carlson. This has been another Q&A of what's going on in my life so far. Please, if you want to, please like the video, comment something you like or don't like, leave a question, don't be shy, I'm not, and please remember to press the red subscribe button if you haven't already, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss a future upload on my YouTube channel anytime soon. Please share the video with all the people you know in life, on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days, and I would always ask that you please take care of each other out there, be nice to one another, and I would always ask that I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.